Hi, my name is Abby Schindler, and for this project, my group and I were asked to design a database for the Xavier University MAC program. So just a little bit about Xavier. Xavier is a Jesuit Catholic university that is rooted in liberal arts tradition. Their mission is to educate each student intellectually, morally, and spiritually. Xavier prepares students for a world that is increasingly diverse, complex, and independent. Driven by their commitment to the common good and to the education of the whole person, the Xavier community challenges and supports students as they cultivate lives of reflection, compassion, and informed action. So, the MAC program is through the Williams College of Business at Xavier. The Williams College of Business educates students of business, enabling them to improve organizations and society consistent within the Jesuit tradition. The mission of the college is in keeping with the university's mission, which is presented by Father Graham. Xavier's mission is to serve society by forming students intellectually, morally, and spiritually, with rigor and compassion towards lives of solidarity, service, and success. So, just a little bit about the MAC program. The MAC program is open to all students with an interest in the accounting field, regardless of what their undergraduate major was. So, some members could be music majors, they can be teachers, they can be pretty much anything. Graduates of the MAC program become competent in the primary functional areas of accountancy, such as financial accounting, managerial accounting, audit, taxation, and accounting information systems. Xavier University's MAC program is for students that are prepared for careers in assurance taxation, financial accounting, management accounting, and advisory services. The program offers many benefits to students, including, but not limited to, professional readiness, access to a large network, ethics and values, and a reputation for quality. Xavier's MAC program will help with professional readiness for exams such as the CPA exam, the CMA exam, and other professional certifications. The Xavier MAC program is an outlet to a network of more than 18,000 Xavier alumni with a graduate business degree. This allows for easy obtaination of future jobs. Xavier is also rooted, as mentioned before, in the Jesuit tradition, which allows for a strong foundation in not only MAC students, but all students. They will receive an education in ethics and values. Xavier's Jesuit identity encourages students to approach business with a strong and ethical foundation. Xavier also has a strong foundation and reputation for quality. Xavier has been listed among the best business schools by the Princeton Review, and its part-time MBA is constantly ranked among of the 100 best by U.S. News and World Reports and Bloomberg Business Week. Based on what your undergraduate degree is, this will determine what classes you take within the MAC program. The majority of these classes will be rooted in MAC core, economics, accounting, and free electives within the program. These are just a few.
Hello, my name is Sam Johans. Earlier this year, Dr. Maslak came to our class with a problem. He needs a database for his MAC program. Our group, consisting of Sam Johans, a sophomore information systems major, currently in his third information systems class, Abby Schindler, a junior finance major with an information systems minor, who is in his third information systems class, Avani Singh, a sophomore life science or business major with a minor in information technology, currently in her third information class, and Andy Stang, a junior business analytics and information systems double major, currently in his fourth information systems class. And finally, Connor Walsh, a junior information systems major, who is currently in his sixth information systems class. Our group will figure out a solution to this MAC program.
Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the data tables that we use to create our database. The first table is the student table. The table will consist of these different attributes. The first attribute will be the student ID. This will also be used as the unique identifier to identify each student. It will include their last name, their first name, their undergraduate major, and what their expected graduation date will be. It also will tell their enrollment status. This will tell you if the student is a dual enrolled student for both their undergrad and MAC program, if they are just part of the MAC program, or if they are a Xavier employee. The next table will be known as the course table. The following attributes will be a part of the table. The first one is the course ID number. This will be the unique identifier with each course. The course will have a name, it'll have a description, it'll have a type, just like what level it is. Then it'll be listed with a subject, so whether it's an accounting class, a MAC class, etc. It'll also be given hours. The next table is the course schedule table. This will include the following attributes. The course schedule CRN number. This will also be the unique identifier. It'll show the class size required for each class. It'll also show which semester each class is offered. The fourth table will be the student course requirements table. This will consist of information from two tables we have already talked about. It'll include the student ID number, and it'll include the course ID number. The fifth table will be the student course registration table. This will include attributes from tables we've already discussed. It'll include the student ID again, and it'll also include the course schedule CRN number. The final table is the required courses table. This table will be made up of the course ID and a required course ID.
Hi, I'm Avani Singh, and today I'm going to be explaining the data model that we've used to design for our MAC database. Our data model is basically just another aspect of our project that's consisting of a visual representation of how everything relates to one another. Our data model consists of 6 different entities. To start, we have our student table with the primary key of student ID, and a primary key is just a way for us to uniquely identify attributes. Other attributes consist of student last name, student first name, student major, enrollment status, and graduation date. This is linked to our student course registration table and our student course requirements table to show that a student can be registered for many classes and that a student can have many course requirements. Over here on the right, we have our course table with the primary key of course ID. Other attributes consist of course name, course description, course subject, course hours, and course type. As you can see, our course table is linked to course schedule, student course requirements, and required courses. Our course table is linked to the required courses as our recursive relationship to show that a course has many prerequisites and that a course can be a prerequisite to many classes. The course table is linked to course schedule to show that a course can be a part of many students' schedules. Over here, you see that there's plus signs next to the student course requirements table, the student course registration table, and the required courses table. These plus signs just indicate that the primary keys from student and course will be coming together to uniquely form their own table, and that the primary keys from student and course over here will uniquely come together and form the student course registration table.
Hello, my name is Andy Stanger, and I'm here to run you through all the queries that we are running for our MAC program database. So, our first query is to find all of the students who have an undergraduate finance degree. This can be important for many reasons, such as seeing how the student approaches problems or simply learning about the backgrounds of the students. As you can see, we've done it here in this query, and it shows us the names of the one student who was a finance undergraduate major, and it shows his major overall. Our second query tells us the semesters the class Advanced Financial Accounting is offered. This is important because teachers and students will be able to plan their class schedules around this information, and it can quickly and easily be swapped out for any other class and/or semester. Our third query tells us how many students are graduating on May 13th, 2017. Looking towards the future, this query is relevant because it helps the professors schedule classes and lets students look forward to a goal. Our fourth query tells us how many students have an undergraduate business degree. This is helpful because it lets you know how to schedule certain students and lets you know if they have a background in business. And you can change this for any undergraduates who are other or accounting just specifically. Our fifth query tells us how many students have more than 10 students in them. This is helpful because it tells you which classes are in most and least demand, and you can institute classes accordingly. In our basic model here, all 14 classes show up because we do not yet have the official information. So while this may look like it's a bit just strung together, if we had the correct information, we could just put it in automatically and it would look great. Our sixth query, it tells us which undergraduate major has the most students in the MAC program. This can help view the students' backgrounds, and it can help you tailor the classes to your students' interests. And once again, this is highly customizable, and you could change it for any couple of majors just to change things around. All right, our seventh query, it lets us know how many students are in the MAC elective fraud examination. This is important if you're considering adding another teacher to teach this course, or you just want to add another section. And it helps plan the semester ahead of time as a administrator or even a professor. And finally, our last query, it tells us all of the courses in the fall 2017 semester based in alphabetical order. This list is helpful because it shows students and professors when classes are offered, and it allows for easier scheduling. And as you see, we have 14 classes with the subject, which is mostly MAC, but a few others. And these are all in the fall 2017 semester, as we've stated. Now that you've heard our database project in full, we want to thank Dr. Mastelak for giving us the opportunity to make this database, and to Dr. Ari for partnering with our client and trusting a bunch of newcomers to SQL with such a large task.
We really hope you choose our model, and once again, we want to thank Dr. Mastelak and the entire MAC program, Dr. Ari, and everyone who watches this.